Right now we stand at the gates of a new adventure. It's an adventure we've been preparing for, mentally and emotionally, since we first made a decision to join Peace Corps. The last 10 weeks have been a strenuous journey, one with many obstacles and frustrations. As we focused on our daily objectives, speaking a new language and adjusting to a new society, we've been tempted to get caught up in the frustrations of the moment and lose sight of the reasons why we joined Peace Corps in the first place. Now is the time to resurrect what reasons you once had and start these next 2 years with a fresh sense of adventure and curiosity. Each of us can look forward to a whole new set of challenges that will color each of our experiences differently. However, there is one struggle we will all share, but unfortunately we'll have to endure it alone. Each of us will face a struggle from within, the struggle of self-doubt. This should be a familiar enemy to most of you. We've all had to fight it, like in the past 10 weeks, and to this point we've more or less survived. But I'm guessing it will only get stronger with time. We will face many long periods of doubt where we must ask ourselves why. Why continue to serve? Why not go home? For some of us, the reasons to quit will be overwhelming. Relationships with loved ones will inevitably fade with distance and time. We will not be there to witness important events in the lives of families and friends. We'll miss weddings, births, and funerals. Of these milestones, we will see pictures and hear stories, but it won't be the same as being there. These moments will have passed, and when we return to the States and gather with our loved ones, we will shudder at the cold reminder that for 2 years, each of us was like a ghost, peering in silently through the window, watching life move on without us. It reminds me of a lyric from David Bowie's song, Space Oddity. For here I am, sitting in a tin can, far above the world. Planet Earth is blue and there's nothing I can do. Though I'm past 100,000 miles, I'm feeling very still. And I think my spaceship knows which way to go. Tell my wife I love her very much, she knows. Astronauts often describe the anxiety and isolation they feel after re-entering our society from living in space for such a long time. It's stressful on the human mind to go from such a unique endeavor that has involved rigorous physical and psychological strain, and then to go back to normal human life. Our experience is kind of like that of the astronauts. When we arrive back home in 2 years, the world will have shifted a few spaces, and it may take a long time for us to catch up again. A lot can happen in 2 years. I spoke with a volunteer who was serving during Hurricane Katrina. For those of us that were in the States at the time, we watched a tragic disaster unfold in a most disturbing and surreal way. But imagine what it must have been like to witness all that from behind the glass, to try to understand it from the headlines on Yahoo News. This volunteer told me she still cannot fully grasp the reality of what happened, and to her, it seems like something from an alternate universe.